When we talk about wine and food pairing, we usually hear about the white wine goes with fish and red wine with steak. But there is a much more powerful, all-encompassing and often overlooked tool that is sitting right in the middle of your dining table. Yes, that's right, salt. It is the key to the perfect food pairing, and you just need to know about it. So take a few minutes in your day to hear why salt matters so much to wine. Hello, bonjour and welcome to your new Bonheur Private Wines video brought to you by the best wine club in America. We bring you some of the best wines in the world right to your door. I'm your host, Julien Miquel, Bordeaux-trained French winemaker. There are a few rules to food pairing we'll talk about in just a minute, and a few of which I've covered before on this very channel, like those fantastic videos you should watch next. But salt matters even more. While most people view salt as a seasoning for food, its most magical property is how it chemically transforms the wine in your glass, or at least the perception. Understanding the salt-wine interaction can have a fantastic transforming effect on how you taste your wine. The most interesting thing about salt is that it acts as a universal filter, you could call it, for the aggressive parts of wine. If you have a red wine that feels too grippy, as we call it, a bit harsh and bitter, high tannins essentially, or a white wine that feels like it's cutting through your gums with high acidity, well, salt is the solution. The effect? Well, salt suppresses our perception of bitterness and sourness while amplifying our perception of fruitiness and body. The result? Well, a cheap, harsh Cabernet Sauvignon, for example, harsh red wine, will suddenly taste smoother and richer and more expensive after a bite of salty prosciutto, for example, ham, cured meat, or a well-seasoned steak. Wonder why charcuterie or cheese goes so well with wine? Well, here you have it. I'll give you a few more winning food pairing examples in just a second, but first, our taste buds are more complex than simple receptors. When salt hits your tongue, it physically, or chemically I should say, interferes with the way the brain processes other signals. What happens is the suppression of bitterness. Sodium ions block the bitterness receptors. Since the tannins in red wine are perceived as a mix of bitterness and astringency, this drying sensation of tannins, well, salt literally stops your brain from registering the harshest part of the wine. Then, another aspect is the volatility boost. Salt is a flavor bridge, a flavor enhancer. By taming the acid and bitter peaks of your wine, well, it allows the volatile aromatic compounds, the smells of cherry, vanilla, flowers, and so on, to take the center stage without being drowned out by all those peaks of acidity and harshness that you perceive and that block your perception of everything that can be good in the wine. Salt tames all those peaks, and you suddenly perceive the fruitiness and all the deliciousness of a wine more. And so this isn't just about table salt, it's about the salinity of specific ingredients as well. So it's not just about adding more salt, even though, as we'll see in a second, it can help. For example, potato chips and champagne is a great example that you can easily replicate at home and perhaps surprise your guests with. This is now a bit of a favorite among many sommeliers in restaurants. It's quite fashionable and trendy. The heavy salt and fat of the chips strip away the searing acidity of a champagne, leaving behind only the creamy, brioche-like flavors. I mean, that works with Prosecco as well. By the way, champagne and Prosecco, you should watch that video next. Now, feta or blue cheese and sweet wine is wonderful too as well. A high salt content in these cheeses creates a cancellation effect with the sugar in sweet wines like port and sauterne, for example. The salt makes the wine taste less cloying, and the cheese in return tastes more savory. So that works. In short, next time you open a bottle of wine and find it a bit too sharp as a white wine or bitter as a red wine, well, don't pour it out. Simply maybe try adding a pinch of salt to your food. You'll see that the wine opens up instantly. It reveals itself more. It's the easiest way to manipulate flavor without needing a chemistry degree. And now you know. Here are more videos and more food pairing aspects I've talked about before. Like this video to help us spread the word about this channel. Keep watching, and I will see you soon in the wonderful world of wine. Cheers.